took it away from Garrett. Oh, off the glass.
Athletes on this Atlanta side. Cooper seeing the big man Jaxson coming right down the middle, throws it hard off the glass there, able to draw Martin, and Jaxson coming right.
What's going on, dudes and dudettes? Sorry about the washer going on in the background. Have to wash clothes, obviously. But yes, Jaxson Dart, the freshman quarterback for USC, has returned to practice. I don't know if he's really taking first team reps or anything like that, or will be able to start this weekend against Utah, but we'll just have to wait for the game tomorrow, see what happens. But pretty sure, if anything, he'll be there as the quarterback number 2 in case anything happens to Slovis. And then, excuse me, Delonge Jaxson, I remember I mentioned that, yes, he is out for the rest of the year in high school, but he was still taking visits to like Michigan and Alabama. They're still trying to recruit him very hard, but he did reiterate that his commitment to USC is still firm. It's not like he said it was 100% or a lock or anything like that. So yes, there is always a chance that these guys will go somewhere else, but let's hope that does not happen. Then Trevor Ariza of the Lakers apparently has something wrong, I believe with his foot or his ankle. So he's going to be out for at least 8 weeks, about 2 months. Not surprising because he hasn't been able to practice or get into any of these preseason games. And of course, the Lakers are old, so they're going to have to be careful with a lot of their guys to make sure they last the whole entire season. So it's going to suck. But the Lakers did sign one more player to a training camp deal. Don't know exactly what that means, like how long he's going to be on the roster for. Maybe it's only for preseason games to see if he can make the roster, but who knows. But it is Frank Mason III from Kansas. He's been in the league for a while. He's been everywhere: Sacramento, Philadelphia, Milwaukee. He's been all over the place. It sucks that he can't find a place to stay. He was pretty good at Kansas, but not that good in the NFL or in the NBA, but I think it's really because of his size. Then incoming USC quarterback Devin Brown. They did a weird story on him because I guess Lane Kiffin has been around Southern California a lot and maybe stopped off over there in Utah to visit him, but they're saying that he might be flip to Ole Miss, which is where Lane Kiffin, the ex-USC head coach, now coaches or has been coaching for the past couple years. It would be interesting just because I know the quarterback there, Matt Corral, is most likely leaving for the NFL, and I don't know who their backup is and stuff, so he could start within a year or two. But when it comes to being at USC, he's going to have to at least wait 2 to 3 years because of the freshman they have there now, who's going to be the starter most likely next year no matter what. So if you want a year earlier, I guess you're going to flip and go to Ole Miss, but I don't know. We'll see, because he's been committed to USC for a while, but this is what always happens to quarterbacks and USC, apparently, the past couple years. Then, yes, in the last video I did mention that Pau Gasol retired officially from the NBA, but the Lakers also mentioned the other day that they are going to retire his number 16 in the Raptors, the jersey, so it's a pretty good honor for him for only playing, 5 or 6 years with the Lakers, but 3 NBA championship or NBA finals appearances, 2 titles, so not bad for Pau Gasol. Good honor for him. Then Kevin Porter Jr., ex-USC shooting guard, has been playing pretty well for the Houston Rockets, especially this preseason. In his last game, he had about 25 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds, I believe. Could get those numbers mixed up, but yeah, it looks like they're going to be the starters, or he's going to at least be a starter, because I know that it was about a couple weeks ago where they mentioned that the main top player there, John Wall, at the same position, was seeking a trade, and the team was willing to trade him, but it's just a bad contract because of how much money he makes. But I guess they're only willing to do that, make a trade for him, is because Kevin Porter Jr. has been doing very well and progressing, which is cool because you all know he struggled even in his first year as a rookie in Cleveland. So luckily he's been able to get that situated, hopefully, and hopefully go on to better things down there in Houston. So that's all we could hope for. But yeah, definitely looking bright for him, which is nice. And then on some miscellaneous news, Yes, Tom DeLonge did another interview with some type of Cincinnati, I don't know if it was Cincinnati Enquirer or something like that. They've been going all around saying stuff, but he did mention in this one part of the article that, yeah, he even set up like meetings with the Senate, which was like debriefed also with the White House and everything like that. And people around him and probably in his own industry were telling him that he's still crazy or going nuts. But then eventually the people in the Senate and White House said, no, we need to go back to him because he actually knows something and we need to be able to fund him or do something like that to make him do his research even more, which is pretty crazy. So it's pretty awesome to see that he's getting some recognition now. And you know, he had a stupid quote saying that he's driving the car that will change the world. So I don't know, he always seems to be able to say something like that. He even said his first record that Jesus or God came down and helped him write half of the record or something. So he always has a crazy quote. Never know what to believe. Hopefully we get some more answers. Even in this one other video YouTube thing I saw him in, he said that he's surprised that we aren't talking about UFOs as much as we should, because some big important things that are going to be happening. I don't know when that is, but I guess we will find out whether we will have some space invaders in the near future. But thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Fight on.